I am going to be upsetting a lot of people because I'm going to be just giving my random, unpopular opinions about certain celebrities that have been on my mind for months. And it is about basically like black culture celebrities. My first unpopular opinion is Chloe and Haley. I personally do not like to hear them sing. It's like cringe. Haley's voice is very annoying to me. All that freaking hollering and that I can't. Like I'm not into like the theater, the very like Disney Channel. I'm just not into that type of vibe. I'm a grown woman. I feel like she would do good for singing for like toddlers and babies. Like I can see her performing like in a Frozen movie or like a Disney Channel, like a princess movie. Like, so that's good that she was in The Little Mermaid. But after that, I feel like she has no range. I like their song, Do It. Oh, and that's just how you do it. Like that song slaps. But other than that, like her singing, it's just annoying to me. It's very like kiddie. Now, Haley, I'm not gonna say anything about her looks because personally, I'm just not gonna talk about her looks. I don't know. I'm just not. I don't really have nothing good to say about her looks. I do think she's kind of funny looking, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. But overall, I feel like those two are hecka overrated. I don't know why they're famous. Nobody agrees with me on this though. Like literally nobody agrees. I told my best friend and she was like, "What are you talking about? They sound so good. Did you see their covers back in the day?" And I'm like, "Yes. That's what I'm talking about. The covers back in the day, it didn't give to me. It just might not be my type of vibe. Like I just don't like them. I don't know. I'm not into it. I'm not into their genre of singing." Now, this second opinion is about to be wild compared to what I just said, okay? But please just hear me out, okay? Please hear me out. Ice Spice music slaps. It does. And let me explain. Well, some people be listening to artists and expecting everyone to give Beyonce and J. Cole. So they want everyone to sing like Beyonce or, be a lyrical genius and get deep like J. Cole. And if you don't do those two things, they're going to call you whack. They're going to say your music is trash. I personally don't agree with that because I feel like music has different settings. When I want something deep, okay, I'll turn on J. Cole. You know, if I am in this diva spirit where I want to listen to a black woman sing, I'm going to turn on some Beyonce. But Ice Spice, her genre and her lane is more like modern Gen Z cutesy baddie vibes. Like she screams Gen Z, like the way she talks and everything. Like Ice Spice, when you play Ice Spice, you play Ice Spice when you're about to go to the club, you're in the bathroom with your homegirls, and you guys are doing your makeup and twerking. That's when you play Ice Spice. You play Ice Spice when you're at the gym, okay, and you want to strut on a treadmill and feel like that girl. Like everybody's music is not going to be deep. And I feel like when people critique Ice Spice, they're expecting her to be deep. And if you're not deep and if you're not a soulful singer, oh, they're going to just throw you to the side. And if you're doing that, you're actually not a good critiquer. Your critiques have no range, there's no variety to your critiques. If everybody does not fit this one mold, you're just completely calling them trash. Now, I understand that Ice Spice is not a lyrical genius, but that is the point. Sometimes you just want to listen to ditzy, Gen Z, fun girl music. I'm just a girl music. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of vibe her music is. It's like, I'm just a girl, I don't gotta try too hard. Like, I ain't gotta do too much. Like, so yeah, I personally like her music. Yes, I know that sounds crazy. When I listen to her songs, I be strutting and I feel like very confident. I don't know. I like all her songs, literally. Literally all her songs. Like that song, True is on, and I be my belt. Like that is my ish at the gym. Are you kidding me? I be killing it on the Stairmaster to that song. And honestly, same thing for Sexy Red. Yes, unpopular opinion. I know she's not good for black women's image, but kind of like what Suki Hana said, if Suki Hana ate with this, I'm not gonna lie, she is funny for saying this. They was telling Sukihana like, you're ruining black women's image. Sukihana was like, y'all already been did that. I did, like, y'all image was been ruined. And I'm like, you know what? You know what? Facts. And ever since then, y'all left her alone.
I am not the reason that y'all look bad. I do not represent y'all. Y'all represent yourself. I am not your motherfucking representation. And then y'all be trying to make me feel like I gotta change for y'all. Who is y'all? Y'all already looked the fuck a mess. Y'all already was a mess. No, stop blaming me for y'all being looking a fool or looking bad. Y'all been looking
Ouch.
bad. Y'all been looking bad. Your baby daddy's been making y'all looking bad. Y'all all been looking bad. Your husband's been making y'all look bad. All y'all been looking bad already. I am not the reason that y'all look bad. I do not represent y'all. Y'all represent yourself. I am not your representation. Suki Hana is not nobody's representation. Child. Why would y'all even want me as representation? Y'all need representation yourself.
That's how I feel about Sexy Red. Like, at this point, y'all image was been ruined before Sexy Red came about, so I don't even really care about that. Her music is funny to me. Like, her and Sukihana's music, it's funny. When I'm in a trolling mood, when I'm in a mood to like laugh and just act silly and act dumb, I'm gonna turn their music on. Okay? I really like Sukihana's song called Cocaine. I'm not gonna lie, I do be in the mirror twerking to that song. Yes. You know, my man, he was surprised because he did not know that I had this like side to me. Yeah, I have range. I do. Okay. A lot of you guys, if you only know me on YouTube, you think I'm just super professional and stuff like that. Like, no, I have range, time and place. But I definitely be in the mirror twerking to, that song Cocaine that Sukihana made. Yeah. Sometimes I do be pretending I'm mad at my invisible baby daddy that doesn't exist. Okay, she's trolling. And one thing about me, I love me a good troll. Like, I love somebody who does not take life seriously because I don't either. Okay, like, I just have fun with life. I skate by. I'm literally a Pisces. We just be flowing. We be going with the flow. So, yeah. But that's not to say, like, you guys have to stop being so black and white. I say this in every video. Just because sometimes I enjoy a little bit of Ice Spice and Sexy Red, that does not mean I also won't turn on the Isley Brothers or a little bit of Bob Marley. I like music from all eras. I have really good music taste. Okay? It doesn't even matter. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like I like it all. It's just time and place. So don't be thinking I have bad taste. No, I just utilize certain music for certain occasions and certain settings. Next. Now we're going to move along to my unpopular opinions about certain celebrities' appearances. Okay, now this one may be a little bit triggering, but I don't care. It needs to be said. Sweetie girl, sweetie girl, sweetie girl, sweetie girl, sweetie girl. Do y'all remember when Sweetie would not take off that dang red wig? Okay, one thing I realized about women is when you don't like something on someone, they will forever wear it. And once something looks good on them, they will quickly take it off. I love Sweetie's natural hair. I think she eats with it. It is so cute on her. It's so fluffy. But yet, this girl will not leave the lace fronts alone. I don't like lace front wigs on Sweetie. And I especially can't stand when she wears colored wigs. Her natural hair, I don't know, it just has a different effect. Like, she looks so freaking gorgeous. It really just brings out her phenotype, the Blasian mix. When she wears her natural curly hair, it's so pretty on her and it highlights her ethnicity. And I love that for her. And I hate how she hides it with these freaking lace front wigs. Like, I don't like lace fronts on her. Now, Saweetie is drop dead gorgeous regardless. She can literally go bald. I think she's done that before. She can literally put a garbage bag on her head. It don't even matter. But I'm saying the least look that I prefer on her, I don't like when she wears these colorful wigs. I feel like it takes away from her phenotype and her beauty. And I feel that way about a lot of celebrities. I'm going to name like I think like two more after this where I feel that way. Yeah, Saweetie looks better with her natural hair. And I hate to see that red wig coming. I feel like it doesn't serve her the same. Okay, next about the hair thing, I feel the same way for Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland, I don't know if anybody else feels this way. Back in the early 2000s, I don't like that red short wig on her. I don't like short hair on Kelly Rowland. I feel like Kelly Rowland is very pretty with longer hair. Kelly Rowland is drop dead gorgeous eye candy, regardless, again. Okay? So, once again, she can literally put a garbage bag on her hair and still be extremely beautiful. But I least prefer her when she's wearing like short hairstyles. I don't like that on her. I don't like the red hair. And then it was one moment, I think it was like last year, she kept wearing this freaking, it was just like this unflattering bleach blonde wig that was washing her features out. I hated it. Like, I think it was like all short and stuff like that. Like, certain people, I don't like when they experiment with hairstyles. I don't know, it could just be just me. I've talked about this before on my channel. Like, I feel like women are more beautiful with their natural hair or natural looking hair. So, yeah. I really think Kelly Rowland looks really good with just like black hair. Moving along to my next point, Megan the Stallion. I got to keep it real with you. And I'm saying this as a tall girl myself. I am 5'6". With shoes on, I give 5'8". Okay, with heels on, it's given 5'9", 5'10". So I'm pretty tall. But I know my limits. I have always had this opinion, and you may not agree with me, and that's okay. Do you? Don't listen to me. But this, again, this is my opinion. I feel like tall girls look better with a clean girl look. Okay? Tall girls look better with a more simple look. All that flamboyant stuff, I like that stuff on shorter girls. I don't know why. That has always just been my thing. Like, I love when a tall girl does a very like sleek classic look. Oh, I know why. It's kind of similar to how models have a very clean look. You don't see models doing too much. And I think that's why I like tall girls to have a very like clean, natural canvas look, because you kind of look like a model when you do that. I have never liked it when tall girls wear like all this like too many flamboyant colors at once. And I mean, I have told my best friend this. My best friend is 5'2", and when we're shopping, I've expressed this to her. Like, she'll pull out these heels, and I'm like, wow, those heels would be bomb on you. I can't wear that. I know my limits, okay? And you see where I'm about to go with this. Hold on. But I'm picturing the heels on her, and I'm like, oh, you would look fire with those heels. Because I just feel like shorter girls, they look better with, the flamboyantness and stuff like that. I think the word that I'm trying to use is flashy. Y'all are not gonna like me for this. Oh my god, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Sometimes when you're too tall and you're doing too much, it can kind of give TS vibes, okay? TS vibes. Yep. Sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time though. But I do feel like in Megan Thee Stallion's case, it is a reason why at one point they kept calling her a man. Because those wigs, she would be wearing like blue and green wigs with blue and green eyeshadow, with a blue and green outfit, with blue and green heels, blue, like, girl, you have a lot going on, and it doesn't complement her phenotype. Tall girls, like, some can get away with all that stuff, like looking flashy like that and look really good. But for the most part, it is a reason why taller models stick to a very clean look, because that looks the best on us. Okay, so I noticed when Megan Thee Stallion started calming all that stuff down, now she's kind of like cleaned up her look, and she looks amazing. Like, I love when she wears that curly wig. By the way, y'all are gullible as heck if you think that that is her natural hair. That is not that girl's natural hair. That big old wig she had on the stage, please. That is not her natural hair, but still, it doesn't matter. I think she looks really good with like simpler looks, simpler makeup looks. She's been toning down the makeup, toning down the wigs and the outfits, and she looks great. But I think we all can kind of agree that Megan Thee Stallion looks better with a more natural look. We can all basically agree that like A few years ago when she first came out and was doing all that flamboyant, flashy stuff, it did have a TS vibe to it. I love how Megan Thee Stallion looks today. She looks gorgeous. She's also like lost weight and got her body together. Love that for her. She's just looking phenomenal nowadays. And I'm really glad that she's kind of grew in. She's learned the lessons that I'm saying right now. That's why she's cleaned up her image. She realized, yo, I look a hot mess. Okay? And what I'm saying is not a bad thing. It's just two different lanes. I personally feel like shorter girls look better with flashier outfits, taller girls look better with simpler outfits. It's not to say one is better than the other, it's just different aesthetics. That's all. And hey, y'all wanted my fashion takes and my beauty takes, do you really? Because they're really blunt. But one thing about it is I'm going to get you right. Okay, so my next unpopular opinion is Michael B. Jordan is so overrated. People be swearing he is like the sexiest man alive. He's not even close to it. Like, I don't even know where to begin, but I think that Michael B. Jordan is what men assume that women like. When most of us don't, I don't know where this rumor is coming from. When I observe where it really comes from, I think it is non-black women. Like if anybody's lusting after him, I think it's like non-black women. The thing is, he's not the most hideous person, but I think people do too much. He's legit not all that, not even close. I don't get the appeal. I don't like his mustache. Me personally, I'm a beard type of girl. Like every time I get with a man, I'm always encouraging him to grow out his beard, okay? Yeah, like what the heck? He has a mustache and no beard. Ew, it's giving cop. Someone said he looks like a cop. That's accurate as heck. Michael B. Jordan, I heard he used to be like a nerd in school. Yeah, that's the vibe that it always gave to me. Like he always gave like that thirsty dude that just likes every girl that exists. And girls would know this about him and that's why they would avoid him. He reminds me of that dude that would like beg girls or just ask girls for hugs in school. I don't know. Like obviously he's popping and famous now, but I feel like before he was famous, that's how he would act. But yeah, I have never in my life lusted after no Michael B. Jordan. Not even close. Honestly, when I see him on screen, he's just another person in my head. This is really fun, so I'm gonna keep going. So, my next unpopular opinion is I remember on Lipstick Alley, there was like this battle between Arya Starr and Tyla. People kept comparing the two, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, Arya Starr is freaking stunning. She has a beautiful voice. I like her songs, but people think that Tyla is more famous than Arya Starr due to like colorism and stuff like that. No. In this case, Tyla is more famous because she's smarter than Arya Starr. She has a way of keeping her African roots and her African sound in her music and also like intertwining it with an American sound, like a sound that can appeal to Americans. I mean this with all respect when I say this. I love Arya Starr's music, but she's too African. It's not going to become mainstream in America. It's just not because it's like even with Thames. Thames has a way of mixing like a, she's African and does more African sounding music, but it appeals to Americans, which is why she's very famous in America. Arya Starr is not as famous as Tyla because Arya Starr's music does not have this, it does not really appeal to Americans. It's like a very, very African sound to the point where you really can't understand what she's saying. So, and like I said, I mean that with all respect. It's no shade. I just think that Tyla is more marketable for Americans. And I'm just saying that because that was a huge discussion on like Lipstick Alley for like a very long time. That's actually how I discovered Arya Starr. It's like people kept comparing her to Tyla, so I'm like, okay, let me take a look. They are both on the same attraction level, both extremely stunning, both nice bodies, beautiful skin complexion. But Tyla's music appeals more to Americans. I'm just saying, just slightly more. Arya Starr is almost there. Like I can totally see her music becoming mainstream in America. She just has to make it slightly more Americanized. So yeah. Also, I do feel like Tyla's music is better as far as just like oh my god, she put crack in that push to start song. Do you not understand? Like my man, he listens to me playing this song every single day. Every day this song is literally in my head. I just literally will randomly sing out this song. And Arya Starr's music, it does not have that same effect. I don't randomly remember her songs in my head. Like I mean commas, sometimes commas, yeah. But Tyla's music, that's why Tyla is so famous. Obviously, Tyla is beautiful. We know her looks has obviously did most of the work. But you cannot sit up here and deny how catchy her songs are. Kind of like the Ice Spice factor that I talked about earlier. Um Tyla's song Water extremely catchy. Like she's really good at getting you addicted to her songs. You may not feel like it's the best song on earth, but you will be a liar to say that you are not addicted to her songs because I know I am. Tyla, I feel like she just knows what she's doing. She pushes out songs in the perfect moderation. Like she doesn't overdo it to the point where songs are getting missed and swept under the rug, but she also doesn't underdo it like Normani and stuff and take, yearly vacations. Like she's just right on the money with that. Okay? And it's like she leaves you itching for another song because you've already became addicted to her last few songs. So it's like you may not love it, but you're addicted to it. Tyla has a better stage presence than Arya Starr. I don't care. Tyla is just slightly better than Arya Starr. I'm sorry. So there's that. People like to make it about colorism. I don't know. Personally, I don't think that that's what it is in this case. No, I mean, that literally doesn't make sense when people use this argument because there are dark skinned girls that are extremely successful. Like, I say this all the time. Like, so what are we talking about? Literally, look at Thames. Look at Thames. She's way more successful than Tyla. And she's dark skinned and what y'all like to say, unambiguous. So just please cut that out. It's a victim mentality. Okay, moving along to my next unpopular opinion. This be y'all. Oh my god, SZA's BBL looks so good. She has the best BBL. No, she does not. And no, she does not look better with this BBL. I actually hate this BBL, to be honest. I was so annoyed when I woke up out of nowhere and SZA was thick because I really enjoyed her slim era. I loved everything about it, but nope. Everybody always has to be follow the leader and do what's trending at that very moment. And that's why I'm laughing at all the BBL girls that are like rushing to take Ozempic because that stuff is out of style now. That's what you get for being a follow the leader chick. Okay, but anyways, no, I don't like SZA's BBL. I feel like she looks big. She put on way too much weight for this BBL. And I think I understand what you guys mean when you say, oh, it looks good because it does look more proportionate than most BBLs that we see. Like her thighs definitely match, but I still don't like it. I feel like she just looks really big. She looks bloated all the time. She's also aged herself. Like before, she always had this very like just like a young early 20s type of vibe to her, and now it's like she's giving auntie. Another problem when people go from one body size to another is that they don't update their style. So SZA is still dressing like she's slim. Like when she was slim, she had like a very funky style that I really liked. She would wear baggy clothes all the time. She kind of had that like Aaliyah type of vibe going on with her style, like that Bella Hadid vibe where she would wear the baggy pants, the baggy shirt and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed that on her when she was slim. I like when slim girls dress like that. I feel like that style is for slim girls if you really want me to take it there. But now that she's bigger, she still dresses like that and it looks weird to me. I personally do not like when overweight, thick, or obese women wear the baggy on baggy, like that Aaliyah type of look. I don't like that on overweight women because you're already big. And so by you putting on clothes that are way bigger than your size, it's just making you look bigger. Like I really do believe that only slim women can pull off that type of look. I don't care. I said what I said. Okay, SZA still be trying to dress like that and it looks weird to me. I feel like she still dresses like she's skinny. And a lot of people tend to make this mistake. Hey, I even made this mistake. Like when you go from one body size to another, you have to update the way you dress. A lot of people I see be making that mistake. So the way you dressed when you were thicker, like me, I used to be thick back in the day. I was still kind of dressing like that when I became skinnier. And then I had to really update and adjust to my new skinny body and wear clothes that would flatter my skinny body more. So, I mean, it's no biggie. It's something that people don't talk about, so you would just have to know on your own. So I'm not going to beat her up too badly for not knowing that. But see, that's what my channel is for. Like, I have the quiet conversations that nobody wants to have out loud. It's just, I'm kind of just waiting on SZA to kind of get the memo. Like, these big, extra large clothes do not look good on you anymore because you put on a lot of weight. Clothes that are like oversized, they look really good on petite women. When I say petite, I just mean skinny. I'm not talking about height. Because it kind of has that like cutesy, like, oh, I'm so small. Look at me. I'm just drowning in my boyfriend's overlarge clothes. But when you're big, it just does not have that effect. So yeah, I don't like the way she dressed, and she needs to stop with all that those large clothes. And then on top of that, me and my bestie, we really ain't ish because one day we were just talking about what I just said and how it's like she still even acts like she's skinny. Like, dang, I'm so mean for this, but I don't care. She be on stage hopping around, bouncing around with these extra large clothes. You done put on all this weight. It's just too much, okay? Now, this is kind of off topic, but I'm just gonna say it. Because I said that SZA looks like an aunt now. Yeah, she looks like an aunt because women gotta realize anytime you put on extra weight, and it doesn't even matter if it's going to the right places, okay? That's going to age you. That's going to put years on you. And when SZA was slim, she looked younger for her age. Now that she put on all this weight, she looks older. Not older, I would say she looks about her age, which she's like 30 something. And off topic, but sometimes I see women who are delusional. Everybody thinks they look younger than their age. And I'll see women with all this extra weight on them, and they're over here talking about, oh, I always get told I look younger for my age. No, you don't. You are morbidly obese. You're overweight. You look every bit of your age. The only people that should consider that they look younger than their age are people who are slim. Okay, that's it. If you have extra weight on you, no, it's gonna give on every single time. I don't know who needs to hear this, but there you go. Okay, because y'all be a little bit delulu. People think the only way you can look older is wrinkles. No, it's your style, it's weight, it's a lot of factors. For some people I've seen it's their voice that ages them. It's sometimes the way you act. If you act very like flat and dull, that could put some years to you. Like it's many factors that goes into you looking older. And I feel like in SZA's case, it's the fact that she put on all this weight. She looks bloated 24/7. She looks overly stuffed. Also, I don't know if this one is an unpopular opinion, but SZA is weird. I don't believe anything that comes out of her mouth because she lies about literally everything. I don't believe she has social anxiety. A lot of these girls, including Summer Walker, they think it's cute to be like shy. Like, y'all are so weird. I don't believe anything that SZA does. She lies about everything. You remember that one time she went to the award show and had crutches on? I think that was for attention. I think the root of why SZA acts like this, because I've actually been paying attention to this. I noticed that SZA acts like that black girl that has grown up around white people her entire life. So she has like identity issues. They tend to lie a lot. They tend to do things for attention a lot. Because black girls who grew up around no other black people and only white people, I noticed that they have lying tendencies because they have to lie so much and like gaslight themselves so much to kind of fit in with the other white girls and be seen as normal. And then, when you lie so much, it really just starts to become a disorder. And that's why we see SZA lying about like just literally anything. She's so odd. Like she lied about having freckles one time. She would lie and say that that big old hair was her hair. Megan Thee Stallion is right up her alley as well. Megan Thee Stallion be lying as well. She be telling y'all are so gullible. Like I said, like she be telling y'all that that big old Party City wig that she be wearing on stage is her hair. And y'all really believe her? Come on now. I even had to get on my best friend because my best friend believed her. And I'm like, bestie, now I know you are way smarter than that. Anytime a woman tells y'all this is my hair, y'all just believe her. I don't. Yeah, I think black girls who grew up around no other black women and all white people have identity issues. Someone said SZA is the type to she was that type of person in school that would lie and be like, "Oh, I have an iPhone. It's just at home." Yeah. I went to school with people like that. And yes, SZA does give those vibes. Okay, I remember it was a black girl that acted just like SZA. She would lie about everything. Black girls like that, like you could clearly see she has a weave in and she'll tell you and all the other white girls that that's her real hair because she wants to basically like look like them so bad. So lying just became a part of her personality. Yeah, that is what SZA reminds me of. Like I said, I feel like black girls who grew up around white people, they all act like that because lying is their only way for them to get attention. Like if you notice, SZA lies in a way where the lies give her more attention. It's like, "Oh, you're so cool. You have freckles and you're a black girl. That's cool. You broke your leg. Wow." I know as crazy as that sounds, but that's a real thing. Like when you are pregnant, you get a lot of attention. When you walk around with crutches, you'll get attention. So anything that gives SZA attention, she's going to lie about it. As weird as it is, like when she said she's never ate cake before, that is something where people will go, "What? You've never ate cake?" And see, it gives her that reaction that she's fiending for that she never got because she grew up around white kids that ignored her. I feel like black girls that grew up around white people, they experience getting ignored their whole life, so they have to come up with these extravagant lies to kind of stick out and get that attention. That's just what I noticed. Like SZA really expects people to literally be like, "What? You've never owned a TV before?" Like I feel like she expects that type of reaction from people. Like she wants to seem cool. She always gave that kind of forced vibe, like I'm the alternative black girl, so yeah, I clocked it. I don't like her music. I always skip it. Like every time SZA comes on, I get irritated. I wait for until it's over. I don't think it's necessarily her fault. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and say her music is bad because it's not. I just think that it gets overly played to the point where it becomes annoying. I hate when SZA drops an album or a song because I know here comes TikTok playing it over and over. I mean, y'all be running her songs down to the freaking ground. Like, I can't stand when people do that because it ruins the song. So I feel like her songs get pushed so much that I don't even have a choice to decide if I like it or not because by then I'm just so over it. I'm tired of hearing it and I want it to turn off. And also, I feel like SZA is not that good. I don't like all that whining. You can't understand what she's saying. I can't relate to her music. Like, SZA just gives side chick vibes because I feel like no man in his right mind would ever make her the main. So she's always complaining about like side chick problems, like popping up on a dude and deleting him. Like, I can't relate to stuff like that. I can't relate to being the leftover woman that nobody wants. So you have to resort to violence because the man you're in love with loves another girl. Like, I don't know. It's just not for me. SZA to me gives that type of woman that is delusional and she'll be hooking up with a man, but she'll think that that's her actually her man. Like, she gives forever situationship. She just has identity issues. SZA makes music for dysfunctional women who have personality disorders. And forever side chick women, like forever the woman that has to beg the man just to be a freaking girlfriend. Yeah, those are the women that love SZA because I cannot get into sis. Listen, I know this video is giving vibes like it's all over the place because I just said like, oh, sometimes when I'm in a silly mood, I'll listen to Sexy Red. The thing is, like, Sexy Red is not serious. SZA be serious in them songs. I have more of like a trolling personality, so I find like people like Sexy Red kind of funny. But SZA don't be trolling. Like she be serious when she be crying in in those songs, okay? And I can't relate. So yeah, I mean that's just my opinions. I'm curious. Tell me the things you disagree with in the comment section. Tell me the things you agree with. Like I want to know what are your thoughts on what I said. All right, bye.